Imagine stepping into a world where time slows down, where every piece of wood, every stone, and every rustic detail whispers stories of simplicity and connection to nature. A place that offers the charm of a bygone era, yet wraps you in the warmth of modern comfort. This is the world of rustic living. Today, we're diving into small cabin designs with lofts that blend rustic charm with elevated comfort, creating the perfect getaway. Whether you're dreaming of building your own rustic retreat or looking to refresh your current cabin, these ideas will inspire you to embrace the rustic elegance of small spaces and make the most of lofted living. The magic of rustic living. What defines rustic elegance? Rustic living is all about simplicity, natural elements, and an understated elegance that makes you feel at home in the middle of nature. It's not about following trends or incorporating shiny, modern gadgets. Instead, it's about bringing the outside in, using materials like wood, stone, and metal that connect you to the natural world. The idea of rustic elegance takes that simple, nature-inspired aesthetic and combines it with comfort and style. Think of a space where every corner tells a story, whether it's the reclaimed wood beams that frame your ceiling or the handcrafted furniture that fills the room. In a small cabin, especially one with a loft, it's all about using these materials to create a cozy, inviting space without sacrificing functionality or comfort. Why small cabins? Small cabins have a unique charm that larger homes just can't match. There's something special about compact, efficient spaces that feel cozy yet luxurious at the same time. When you're working with a smaller footprint, every detail counts. Every choice you make, from furniture to finishes, has a significant impact on how the space feels and functions. One of the biggest advantages of small cabins is that they encourage you to simplify your life. They force you to focus on the essentials, to get rid of clutter, and to embrace a minimalist mindset that values quality over quantity. And with the right design, a small cabin with a loft can offer more than enough space for living, sleeping, and relaxing, all while keeping the overall footprint small and manageable. The loft. Maximizing vertical space in a small cabin, lofts are often the key to maximizing vertical space. They offer a creative solution to space constraints by adding a second level without expanding the cabin's footprint. A loft can serve many purposes. It could be a cozy sleeping nook, a home office, or even a reading corner. No matter how you use it, a loft adds a sense of openness and dimension to a small space, making the cabin feel larger than it actually is. When designing a loft, the challenge is balancing comfort with accessibility. Since lofts typically require a ladder or a set of narrow stairs to access, they can be tricky to incorporate in a way that feels natural and easy to use. One solution is to opt for a simple wooden ladder that leans against the loft railing. This keeps the rustic charm intact while saving space. For those looking for a bit more stability, a compact staircase with built-in storage underneath can be a great option, blending practicality with rustic aesthetics. Open-plan living. Creating a spacious feel in a small cabin. One of the best ways to make a small cabin feel larger is to embrace an open-plan layout. By eliminating unnecessary walls and creating one continuous space for cooking, dining, and relaxing, you can maximize every square inch. Open-plan living works particularly well in small cabins with lofts, as it allows light to flow freely throughout the space and draws the eye upward toward the loft. Cozy textures. Layering for warmth and comfort in a small rustic cabin, it's all about creating a warm, inviting atmosphere that makes you want to curl up with a good book and a hot cup of tea. One of the best ways to achieve this is by layering cozy textures throughout the space. Start with a neutral color palette, think soft creams, warm beiges, and muted grays. These colors create a calming backdrop that allows the natural materials in the space to shine. Then, layer in textures like chunky knit blankets, faux fur throws, and plush wool rugs to add warmth and comfort. In the bedroom, opt for linen bedding in earthy tones, and add a quilt or duvet for extra coziness during colder months. Don't forget about window treatments. In a rustic cabin, curtains should be functional but also contribute to the overall aesthetic. Choose heavy, textured fabrics like burlap or linen for a more natural, organic look. For a touch of sophistication, consider layering sheer curtains underneath to let in soft, diffused light during the day. Lighting. Setting the mood. Lighting is a critical element in any cabin, but it's especially important in a small space where natural light may be limited. To create a warm, inviting atmosphere, focus on layering different types of lighting. Start with ambient lighting, which provides overall illumination for the space. In a rustic cabin, this might be achieved through ceiling fixtures like chandeliers or pendant lights made from natural materials like wood or metal. If your cabin has a loft, consider hanging pendant lights from the ceiling to add visual interest and draw attention to the vertical space. Next, add task lighting for specific activities like reading, cooking, or working. Table lamps, floor lamps, and under-cabinet lighting are all great options for task lighting. Look for fixtures with a rustic or industrial aesthetic. Think iron or copper bases paired with simple linen shades. Finally, don't forget about accent lighting to highlight architectural features or create a sense of ambience. Wall sconces, string lights, or candles can all add a warm, flickering glow that enhances the rustic charm of the cabin. Furniture. Blending functionality with style. When choosing furniture for a small cabin, it's important to prioritize functionality without sacrificing style. Since space is limited, every piece of furniture needs to serve a purpose and contribute to the overall aesthetic. For the living area, opt for a comfortable sofa or sectional in a neutral fabric like linen or cotton. If space is really tight, consider a love seat or a pair of armchairs instead of a full-size sofa. A rustic coffee table made from reclaimed wood or a live edge slab can anchor the seating area and provide a spot for drinks, books, and decorative items. In the dining area, choose a sturdy wooden table that can comfortably seat your family or guests. For a more rustic look, consider a farmhouse-style table with benches instead of chairs. If your cabin is truly small, a drop-leaf table or a table with built-in storage can help save space. In the bedroom, a lofted bed can free up floor space for other essentials like a dresser or a desk. Choose a bed frame made from natural wood, and layer it with cozy bedding in neutral tones for a calming, restful atmosphere. Storage solutions. Keeping clutter at bay. One of the biggest challenges of living in a small cabin is finding enough storage space for all of your belongings. But with a little creativity, you can maximize storage without sacrificing style. Built-in storage is a great solution for small cabins, especially in lofts where space is tight. Consider installing built-in shelves or cabinets along the walls to store books, clothes, or kitchen essentials. In the living area, a built-in window seat with storage underneath can provide a cozy spot to relax, while also offering hidden storage for blankets, pillows, or board games. In the kitchen, opt for open shelving instead of upper cabinets to keep the space feeling open and airy. Use baskets, jars, or crates to store dry goods and kitchen supplies, and display them on the shelves for easy access. For even more storage, consider adding a freestanding pantry cabinet or a vintage hutch. Outdoor living. Extending the cabin's footprint. One of the joys of cabin living is the ability to connect with nature, and what better way to do that than by creating an inviting outdoor living space. Even if your cabin is small, you can extend its footprint by designing a cozy outdoor area where you can relax, dine, or entertain. A rustic deck or patio made from natural materials like wood or stone is the perfect place to set up an outdoor dining table, a fire pit, or a set of Adirondack chairs.